In the United States of America, when one turns 18, he or she is old enough to take part in various adult activities or adult responsibilities. Some of these activities and responsibilities are voting, buying a house, and even choosing to serve one of the various branches within the United States military. However, at the age of 18, us as Americans, we are required to register for selective service within the military. But there is one thing that 18 doesn't offer us, and that is to drink or consume alcohol or an alcoholic beverage. Now, as many of you know, there is a legal drinking age within the United States of America, which is 21 years of age. However, this has not always been the case. In fact, there have been 3 different amendments made towards the Constitution in regards to the legal drinking age or consumption of alcohol. Now, as many of you know, there are various countries throughout the world that the drinking ages aren't 21. For example, in Singapore, the drinking age is 18 years of age. And various countries throughout Europe, the drinking age is 18 and even lower. Today we will be looking at the history of the drinking age and alcohol consumption within the United States of America. We'll also look and compare the drinking ages of various countries to the United States of America and how that has either affected or been a positive to that country. We will also look at the common objectives of how, if it is possible, to lower the drinking age within the United States of America so that the individuals that serve our country and choose to go and serve our country, if they so please to have a drink of an alcoholic beverage, then it's okay.
In 1873, the Women's Temperance Union of Ohio joined forces to stop the sale of alcohol. They were soon joined by the Anti-Saloon League in 1893. There was so much of a protest against the consumption of alcohol and trying to limit who could purchase the alcohol that protesters such as the nicknamed Carry A Nation would break up a saloon wielding a hatchet, smashing up windows and mirrors along with kegs of beer and whiskey, trying to stop the consumption of alcohol.
So though these are valid concerns, we will now show you why they are irrelevant and how lowering the drinking age will not impact negatively. Firstly, a major impact that lowering the legal age of alcohol consumption would have on society would just be de-glamorizing how alcohol is viewed. Many people admit that once they become the legal drinking age, they don't drink as much because it isn't as fun as it was while they were underage. Also, many underage people who drink alcohol are scared of getting caught, so instead of calling a friend to come or their parents to come pick them up, they drive themselves. And studies show that lowering the drinking age was not very effective at managing underage drinking traffic incidents, which was a major component on raising the legal age in the first place. With such a high age limit on drinking, underage people are often curious of what they're missing out on. Also, lowering the drinking age would encourage parents to allow their children to have their first drinking experience to be in a controlled environment, such as the safety of their own home. Another arguing point for lowering the age limit for the consumption of alcohol is mandatory selective service. An individual who has the ability to give their life for their country should be old enough to have a drink in their country. Improving the knowledge of the health effects that alcohol has on the body could help discourage the underage drinkers. Lowering the blood alcohol content limit would help take away the perception that it is acceptable to consume any amount of alcohol and drive. This can correlate directly to a decrease in alcohol-related deaths by instilling the importance of not drinking and driving.
The 21st Amendment ratified the end of Prohibition December 5, 1933. To this date, there are still states and areas that prohibit the sale of alcohol, regardless of age. The 21st Amendment provides the allowance for each state to establish their own minimum legal drinking age, ranging from 18 to 21 years of age.
After viewing the drinking ages of a few different countries, we will now show some of the common objections towards lowering the minimum drinking age. In general, the public has some major concerns for underage drinking, such as the human brain has not fully developed yet. Some researchers believe that underage drinking will induce behaviors with harmful and dangerous characteristics, often considered to be thrill-seeking or dangerous. Many teenagers are beginning to consume alcohol at a very early age of 14. Research has shown that beginning to consume alcohol at these early ages makes an individual 4 times as likely to become alcohol dependent, leading to another major concern that underage drinking will become the #1 contributor to death of persons under the age of 21. Each year, there are over 5,000 deaths related to underage drinking. Public concerns and the need to ensure the youth of tomorrow have the opportunity to enjoy their lives without the dependency upon alcohol continues to be a major rejection for lowering the minimum drinking age.
The government lowered the legal drinking age from 21 back down to 18 with the 26th Amendment, July 1st, 1971. Not all of the states followed suit and lowered the legal drinking age to 19 or 20. Political pressure was placed on the states again in 1984 with the threat of losing millions of dollars in federal highway funds, prompting the legal drinking age to be raised back up to 21.
Throughout this speech, we have only proven and shown why we think and see that it is beneficial to lower the United States drinking age from 21 to 18 years of age. Our focus has been on the evolution of perception of alcohol and how it has impacted the minimum drinking age in the United States of America. Also, we've seen the correlation between the drinking age in various countries such as Singapore and Europe, and how that drinking age is different from the United States of America's drinking age, as well as common objective and points to why the United States of America should lower the drinking age from 21 to 18. Now, I don't stand here and say, change your opinion, change your mind, that you have to think that the drinking age is 18 or that you have to think that the drinking age is 21. But merely think of it this way. If you are 18 years old and you have the right to enlist in the United States military, to go and vote, to go and serve your country and potentially die, protecting your country's freedom and rights, that consuming alcohol is the least of one's worries. Yes, there are points that alcohol is bad. It contributes to other issues and other effects, but that's not the point. The point is, if you can go and serve your country and potentially die, why can't you consume a glass of alcohol? Through the scholarly articles that we have used throughout this speech, we see how that is evidence provided that the drinking age in the United States of America should not be 21, but merely 18, and mimic other countries throughout the world. So I stand here and say that thank you to every individual that has served our country, protected our freedom, and that the government and the United States of America should look into the evidence provided and the facts that maybe, just maybe, lowering the drinking age from 21 years of age to 18 years of age isn't such a bad thing and isn't the biggest concern of the United States of America.